Yeah, as I said, this call is going to be a bit shorter. There's not much content to cover anymore because we went through everything. We had put it all together basically in the Zoom calls. So you see how I do analysis step by step. And I'll have one-to-one with each of you anyway afterwards. So today is just going to be a short call to answer all questions, to correct mistakes of people who are here. So I'm just gonna who wants to start? Abdi Rahman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll make you host and you can share screen. So any setup you took, any trades you are not sure about, or anything you're not sure about, you can ask and share screen, of course.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm on the Mac. I'm normally using the desktop, but the desktop when I go in from Zoom, the microphone doesn't work. So I'm gonna try to share it here on the desktop.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. Products. Let's see. So I can share.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I go? Share screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Safari, share, open preference, Zoom. Why doesn't it go?
Uh,
I'm not used to this Mac. Wait a minute.
Can I maybe go first? You can see then
okay.
afterwards how to
So
look.
you can figure it out and let's see Rafaelitos instead. Okay, you can share screen.
Okay. I'm a bit sick, so I got a question at first. I have a problem like with if I have like an M50 EPA. So
Yeah.
we have this. I don't know. I know this is my trading range from here to here, but I have a lot of problems with entering. I don't know which entry to use. And that's my question pretty much. Do I need to like go inside a FEG? But then this is my question, where is my stop loss gonna go? And the other question after this one is like I take a lot of M15 IRQ trades, investment trades. And you said like you should like refine it to the till the stop loss till the FEG right here. But I have a lot of big stop losses that I get. So this 30 pips move is like now 2 to 3, so those two questions.
Okay, so about the M15 FVG, do you have any trades that you can look at?
Yes,
Going better with chart examples.
Let me see. So this was one, for example, this with the M50 IOQ and then bullish close, and I had another one. Was this one also? This was GU was break even eventually. It was, I think, was at yesterday 12. think somewhere here.
Okay. So,
Yeah, this one's it. Yeah. So what?
this one.
Yeah, exactly. Then we had to move. It took some profits, I think, but eventually went break even. But I still had the problem. This FEG was pretty big, you know, and I
Yeah.
had to refine it till there. So it was something like this here. And then you have only maybe a one. Nah, I refined it till net till pretty much. Maybe if you go high time frame, you can see bigger FEG, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much my problem that I got.
Okay. I see. So, I mean, for the FEG stop losses, you don't really have to put it that far if you're trading M15 or such big time frame. Like you can try just put a stop loss and small buffer. So what I do, of course, what was the size of the stop loss? 10 pips?
This one or the other one?
Or 4
This was
pips?
4 pips, but the other one was let me see. Oh, this
4
one.
pips on GU is not big, no?
It was the other one was I think on yeah, this one was like it was at one other trade. Oh, I can't find it. What? Oh, this one, yeah. 12 pips. I don't know. Is it? I think it's pretty big for GU, and you've
Okay, a
for
12 pips is
812.
big. So
Yeah.
I think how much does AU run every day? Like 60 pips, 70 pips
Yeah,
like
something
EU?
like that.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then how I do EU is I just have a tip. Of course, you can always refine your entry. You don't have to enter. Where's your trade? Go to
Oh,
trading view again. Yeah.
so,
Like you don't have to enter like this, you know, you can always refine your entry in the first place. And what I do usually, I just have 6 pips stop loss. So this should be around 6 pips. And if you're scared, you just 1 pip. Like it's around 6 or 7 pips if you're trading M15 entries.
yeah.
So
But should I not be scared of this FEG right there?
okay, so what I meant when I said FEGs, this is like special case, but okay, I see. So usually have a trade like this, right? The only FEG that you should be care about is the one that this high is tapping into, like the first trade, like on GU. But if there's some FEG above this, that's none of your concern anymore. The only thing you care
Okay.
about is what's happening here. Okay. So in this case,
Yes.
you can say that everything here is efficient,
All
right?
right.
Then price will
Yeah.
go, and after tapping into something, price might go back to fill FEG, give reaction, go bearish or bullish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
about
thank you.
M15 entries, do you have any other trades except for this?
I had like one on AU, I think. Of not pretty, I didn't trade it, but I saw the opportunity. It was, I think, this one here. It was, I think, it was internal though, or
Mhm.
yeah, this is pretty much internal, but on the low time frame you could have seen it.
Yeah, so if you trade M15, so there's many ways to enter, right? We had multiple entry models, which you can use as extension to your trade. So let's say you have an ILQ like this. So the most default entry is wait for bullish candle, right? But sometimes price will give us a bullish candle like this. So maybe it's not optimal for everyone. If
Yeah,
that's the case, then of course you can trade lower time frame. You don't have to trade M15 and higher time frame only, right? So
yeah,
when that happens, it means that price just tap into your currently higher time frame, which would be M15, and lower time frame to M15 would be M3, M1. And on M3, M1, you do the same that like you do on M15 or H1, right? You wait for a reversal, you wait for any stop hunt, and you can trade. You can trade a reversal MACD, you can trade lit cycle, and anything. Or sometimes this is my favorite because I don't go to lower time frame that much. You have ILQ. So let's say you have an FEG fill and then you have a rejection. That's one way to execute a trade as well. Or you have an
yeah.
OB in extreme that you can use as extension to this M15 ILQ trade. You get the rejection and that's a trade as well. So you just trade lower time frames. For example, can
Would
you?
you
Yeah.
if you have like this order block and FEG on here, but it's here, right? And you go here,
Yeah.
but you already get a reaction. Would you still wait for this one, or would you play it, or would you just take the trade with the opposite color candle close?
And the FVG is here.
Yeah, but you didn't tap in it. You didn't tap in
Okay,
it.
then you just wait for one more inducement. That's fine.
Okay.
Or you can check lower time frame as well, because in lower time frame you always most of the trades, if you want high win rate or high win rate, you always want to see some kind of inducement. You know, if you see this and then price suddenly goes up like this, and FVG is here, of course, this is M15 ILQ. This
Yeah.
is not enough as confirmation on lower time frame, right? You always want to see some inducement, then price takes out, and then you trade. If this happens before tapping to FVG, and then you have something like this, let's say, then I would take the trade anyway. But other than
Okay.
that, if there's no inducement, there's no trap, nothing, then you don't take the trade.
Okay. And
That's
do you have a
the
preference which pair you trade the most?
pair. I
Only
only trade
AU?
EU. Only trade EU. Try to
Okay.
go to EU chart. I'll show you some trades. You don't trade EU?
I trade the
Okay.
mostly AUGU.
So for example, last week you saw the buy run. That was the easiest week you had this year, right?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
My problem is it's not to take entries or take trades.
Mhm.
Usually, when I take trades, it's a good setup, and it goes so I can go down to break even. But
Uh-huh.
but the problem is sometimes I don't know when it's changing the trend, or when like EU last week or a couple days ago when it went for buy.
Yeah.
For me, it was like a trap. It was like a wall on the. If you go to 1 hour or 2 hours,
Yeah,
let me
try
show
to
you.
go to 1 hour. Let's see.
Zoom out. You see here to the left. Yeah, to the left. Yeah.
You had a trap here on H1.
You see, I see this like low resistance.
Yeah, you're right. But
So I was not sure how to enter here. I was afraid it will just mitigate this one and then drop. You understand?
okay, so you're trying to take sells?
Yes, I was looking for self.
Okay, so low resistance liquidity, this is our normal model. Like, what do we expect when we have low resistance liquidity?
Mhm.
The only level that
Small
you
bullets.
expect a reaction from is from the momentum trap, right? Price can tap, give a reaction, or price can take it and then give a reaction. You wait for one of those, that reaction will manipulate something that will change the trend a bit. So this was, let's say, how price was continuing here. H4 EPA would be the most default, or H4 ILQ, right? So that's the last thing you expect now. You want some more, some deeper manipulation. After that, you just wait for a confirmation of sells. This was the easiest stuff. Okay, let's go to this week actually. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Wait, you can clear the chart, by the way, the annotation.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, let's see, for example. Actually, let's
How
have
do I
you,
remove it?
yeah, you go to Zoom and annotate, and there's the trash can.
I can remove.
Okay, perfect. So let's see Rafaelitos. Let's try to do a top-down analysis. Do you have a replay button?
Yes, I have.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to the last week and try to explain why we bought. And
Here.
yeah, like
Should I explain or you?
Yeah, should you explain it?
Oh, okay. So first of all, I was looking at this. This is, I think, your inducement liquidity. I go to the left also, but I look at afterwards. I will just wait for a reaction on this point. If you have like a M50 EPA, I would take buy. So this is your current high, and you'll just wait. Okay, so you have your first break structure. There's also your inducement liquidity, so I think you could have also took a trade on here. Bearish candle close, and then you could like
Okay.
anticipate for lower.
Yep.
You have an FG here. If you just like trade internal and scalps, you could also trade longs maybe. Yeah, so that was also possible. And then this was your this was eventually your MSU reversal. You have this break structure here on 50. You could have traded this.
Okay, the
Yeah.
thing with this is a bit internal, so it would be invalid
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
Okay, and another thing is you just broke out of daily, and then you broke out of weekly. So the last thing you actually want to trade is M15. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you for example, in these cases, if you take buys or sells on M15, you know that it's just a short-term trade. You put small
Yeah.
TP, you partial a lot, you break even a lot. Okay.
It's
But if you want a
mostly
long
for
trade,
scalps.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I should like look for more on the high time frames.
Yeah, if you want a long trade that you don't want to break even, that you just want to hold and potential scaling. But these
Yeah.
trades is just small moves.
Okay. What I saw here was a finished price action, but it wasn't really strong. So you have this break,
Yeah.
and then you came back and then broke it again. So, but you said like you want at least 50% to mitigate to be strong. So this I would say is really weak. So we could target that maybe in the future. As you said, we broke weekly. That was for me mostly the reason of why I should go long and not short. So we broke it. You could refine to M50 in 1 hour and then just wait for an opportunity. You have let me see. This is a valid break structure right here. Okay, so you got your EPA. Would you call it valid to look for trades right now?
To take buys?
To buy, yeah. So if you broke this and broke it again. So this was like a fisher price action, but it was not
Okay.
50% on here. So I would say like this is weak, and then you could tap in an FEG to go high.
Yeah. So the question again is, do you want to buy short term or long term, right? If you want
Long term,
long term, then it's not a valid because again,
no.
if you want a reversal, okay, we did take weekly and everything, but we still want something to induce. So for now, all you can see is price just moving like this, right? Just casually going down. And then suddenly it just breaks and goes up. And price, most of the time, if it's a long-term reversal, it's not gonna look like this. So if you see a reversal like this, sometimes you can see like this, you can break out, momentum mitigation, whatever. Sometimes if you see reversals like this, it's just a weak creating a weak low. It just means that we don't have enough liquidity for reversal.
Yeah.
So if you, of course, you can risk the buy, but you know that currently price is just in the making, right? It's just creating sell side for the big buy.
Okay, so we could anticipate, for example, that this low could go to have like an
exactly.
MSU
You should
reversal
expect this low to go.
Okay.
It was also a weekly level, and we just broke it by 1 pip.
Yeah.
That's nothing, right?
And we have order block or something below.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
But yeah, we have this weekly level as our high time frame. So when you trade, you first want your high time frame level. Then you want to look at something on the left below the high time frame level as your confirmation. And if you have everything, then you just look for lower time frame. You wait for inducement. So in this case, you finally see. So what happened? We just created a lit cycle. You have a build up. You break out of the
This
build
is
up.
true.
This is what momentum mitigation into something on M5, M15. And after that, you take out all sell side created. So this becomes what? a trap, right?
Yeah.
And now after all this, you just wait for your lower time frame confirmations. So you're gonna go to M15, yeah.
I have again a MSU,
Exactly.
and this way you could trade it off, and this bullish candle, right? And this would have been your entry.
Yeah.
You could target like high time frame points.
Yeah, so
But that was
first, okay, if you execute trades like this, I see the problem. Okay, so now what you can try to do is you can try to catch the lower time frame entry, or you can try to refine your trades. You know, now you can test during these demo days. You can try to, I don't know, this is your entry, maybe try to put a limit on 20%, 25, 50%, and your win and your R is gonna increase. It's
okay.
in the same rate, right? 1 to 6, 1 to 8 suddenly. Or what I do, I don't know if I did this, I just mentioned it, is I just go to lower time frames and I see IVG and I just put a limit on the IVG instead of instant entry. So you end up with double RR.
Yeah.
But if
Okay.
you don't want that, you can always hop to, okay, M5, nothing, right? Here, if you trade at M5, you would not trade M5. Try to put a replay button here. Because, yeah, just here. No, this one.
No. Where should I go?
Here, around here. So why don't we choose M5?
Well, we don't choose M5
Yeah, don't choose M5.
because it's messy.
It's not messy. There's no information. Okay, the
Oh,
structure is this, and even internal structure, we don't have anything. We just have this so far. So
okay.
you can try to peek into M3, M1, and if there's something, of course, you can. So M3 just okay. Reverse MSU to sell. Except for that, there's nothing to buy. And if you see structure here, if you want to trade M3, you would wait for something like this, right? You can peek into M1 and try to see if there's something. And on M1, there's something here. So we take out all sell side liquidity out. We do have our MSU that failed, no problem with that. And we have another attempt for MSU, so we just wait. If you trade M1, I always recommend you to wait for key boss if you want to trade with tight stop loss, or you can insta enter with a bit bigger stop loss, right? Well, but now you see you have F boss, inducement, key boss.
And you could take a trade from that.
Yeah, exactly. So again, this you can trade anywhere from this range. And now it's just up to you how you want to enter. You can refine it to FVG, right? You can refine it, you can wait for confirmation. So here you see, oh, wait. Okay. So here you see we have our buildup. Okay. Oh, it's bugging. Okay. So here you see we have buildup, we have a choop, and that's basically our inducement. After that,
Yeah.
you have another entry. You could have waited for something like this, like to see some reaction and interacted to extreme OB, bullish candle, you can wait for another bullish candle if you want to play it safe. Or you could have waited for 50%, put a limit on 50%. You could have waited for some break of structures, so break, but then it just ran away. So you just hope for an execution on the next leg, which would be this like sell to buy, right? 50% mitigated. So this low is safe. We also mitigate extreme OB and there's no liquidity left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you see how many ways to enter there is, right? You have to test it and you choose your favorite one. But I use everything. Like what price delivers, I use it. It's like yeah. I trade a bit
You should also
differently.
you
Yeah.
should always like have a high time frame bias narrative to have. That should always be the priority one, right?
Yeah, that's priority one because all these trades that I'm showing you here is just an extension to your original trade. Your original trade was to buy on M15 and stop loss here, right? And this
Yeah.
is the same setup. It's just the refinement.
Yeah.
So of course, when price breaks out of this, what you want to do is you just hope to high time frame again. Because if you stay on one M1 for too long, you're just gonna get lost. Okay. So what do we see?
Yeah, what I would see is break structure here and one again here. So you have now two break structures, and you could
Mhm.
also, this would be your valid trading range, I would say, from here, here, and here. So this is this would be my valid trading range, and you have an FEG, for example, right here. So you
Okay,
could
perfect.
maybe look for trades in there.
Do you see? Oh, okay. Wait. Do you see the possibility of this guy getting taken out?
No,
Okay,
because
then
we
just like
mitigated
this, right?
50%.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
But for
So,
example, if you're here, okay,
Mhm.
this is what I meant with like you have a big range. You have you came in the range again.
Mhm.
You know it's a valid trading range, but you see the FEG here. Would you also go on the low time frame for trades also on here, or should you also always wait for like an order block or FEG
Wait,
to fill?
you mean when price comes lower now?
No,
Or
like
now?
uh, we have this valid trading range.
Yeah.
But we tap like we tap in like just a little bit because I have a lot of experience that if you go just a little
Okay.
bit on the top that we go high. But how would you refine it?
Okay, so you cannot really know when price will start a full release. Okay, it can mitigate one more time deeply, and then it does this, something like this.
But would you
So,
also always look for trades also right here? So if you just tapped it,
in this case, no, because we are just starting a big range. So even if price starts a full release here, there will be a ton of trades later on. But the only
okay.
time I use it is when this is what I call consolidation mitigation. Like instead of MSU like this, you have price just goes, then starts a consolidation. Let's say it does something like this. This is our low, this is our high, and then price will create something like this. In these cases, I would, okay. So you have consolidation high. Inside of that, you have another consolidation and another one. And what price usually does is price just taps to the most efficient place. And it's usually not extreme, right? It's usually just the border of it. Like when it taps to the level where all constellations align. And then you can look for trades. But that's the only scenario or only model I use for such thing.
Okay.
But the whole area here, it was a build-up,
Where?
all this area. So when you see that kind of price action, are you not just
Where's the buildup?
here? After this, I mean, after this break, all this is a build-up for it to break again, and it did that on the news that we had this week. You remember?
Okay, later. Remember that. So let's
Yeah.
finish this price action. Oh, okay. You are talking about Tuesday, the build-up.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't see the difference between Tuesday and this
No.
day? For
No.
Tuesday, we just dropped
That's the
like
problem.
this. Okay? And then you had something like
Okay.
this. And then you started build up. The question is, where's the liquidity to buy?
Yeah.
You didn't have any liquidity for price to go up. The difference is, in this case, you don't have liquidity. So this must be the liquidity. The thing we see now, we did have a build up or whatever. It doesn't have to be a build up, okay? It can just be a previous day low or something. We had a build up, but we took it out. So we already have liquidity to buy. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I don't want you guys to. Okay, whatever. We'll get to that later as well. So
But
let's.
here, Mylan,
Yeah.
let me anything. Here, if it didn't break here,
Mhm.
will it still be valid just for this build up and then mitigate and then go? Or you have to see this one get taken?
You have to see this one get taken, of course. If this guy
Okay.
doesn't get
Okay.
taken out, it will only mean one
Uh-huh.
thing. What do you think?
It's
Okay,
inducement.
price mitigates this. Okay, it will go like this. It just means that we are creating another sell side liquidity, right? So there's something below that, and you wait for high time frame manipulation. You take sells, you can target full TP this one.
Okay.
But in this case, if price action on the left was a bit better, then the context, high time context wasn't that bearish. I mean, on daily and weekly on EU wasn't that bearish. This could have been a swing reversal because we had liquidity. We took out a lot of liquidity. We created even here on entry. We took out a lot of liquidity on the left. And if the if the daily time frame was bullish, price goes up, goes down, mitigates something here, could have taken this guy out and then continue to swing back. Okay, so it's completely different scenarios. You have to think like when the liquidity is creating, or if it's a weak low, why is it getting mitigated, right? If price reverses without any liquidity, it's a weak low or weak high, and that's it. Okay, so let's continue to this one.
Yeah. So what I would see now is this would be like your buildup,
Yeah.
and this is your trap,
Okay, perfect.
and then you would like anticipate to go to break this.
Yeah.
So you could like scale up to lungs all the way.
Yeah, you can scale up to longs after you see price inducing some sellers. Okay.
Yeah.
So an inducement in this case wouldn't be just a choke. Like if you see an MSU, it might be taken out again. So that's why you have a reversal and you have double breakout structure in this case. Break, break, break. Then you have an MSU to extreme. 50%. Then you can check. Let's say, okay, in this case, if you just trade M15, right?
Yeah.
You would enter after this bullish candle. There's nothing wrong with that. You have this. Then I enter the same way. I just waited for price to come back around 50%. And this is entry, this is stop loss.
Yeah.
But of course, if you again are scared, or if you have FOMO problems and you don't want to take risk the bullish candle shooting away, then you can just check M5 again and M1 again and check the low. Try it. So in this
Okay, let's
case, yeah, okay, perfect. So this is just a lit cycle, right? You have a build up, channel up, breakout, price goes down, fills FVG, doesn't really tap into the OB, but we already have liquidity taken out and FVG fill. So you can enter just like this and have a bit of buffer, and that's your trade.
Yeah.
Right? To see it, this would become what? A trap. Nothing new, right?
Yeah.
Trap is a fake reaction, scaling.
Interesting. Yeah. Same here. You got like this ILQ you took, and then you could have traded from there.
Yeah, same thing. So here you see 50% mitigated. M15. Or M5 is fine. Or M15 is better actually, it's cleaner. Okay, so here you see you should start with M15. So first this guy mitigated 50%. So that low is probably safe. This guy is MSU POI, which in this case will be a bit messy. You have to analyze this one first. If there's some mitigation, then you can use this as your POI, okay? But there is still the possibility of this guy being taken out and price continuing. So you can just mark it as POI if you want to. Then this is SLQ. Okay, again, if you don't want to risk missing the trade, like in this case, waiting for bullish candle, you can now go to M5 first and then M1. And let's see. It's M5. What happened on M5? OB rejection. Bam, that's your trade. As an extension to that M15 SLQ trade, right?
Would you just like wait for the wick to form after the tap in into the OB and then just take a trade?
You don't wait for anything. I mean, I wouldn't expect this really, but after it forms, after it closes, you see, oh, you have an OB, you have a rejection. That's your trade.
Oh yeah.
Right? Stop loss can be here at like 1 or 2 pip and you're Gucci.
Yeah.
So that's another trade. There are so many ways to enter.
Yeah.
Okay. So we break out of this guy.
This was like transactional liquidity.
Yeah, so it's better to wait a bit before taking any buys.
Yeah.
H1 in this case, I don't know, it's a bit confusing. 715 is better, of course. Yeah.
I have to go because I have school, man. So
Okay, no problem. Well, I
Yeah.
hope you got some questions answered.
Yes. I've learned a lot, man. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks, man.
Good luck, man.
Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Abdi Rahman, let's go to your screen. Let's see what's happening.
Yes.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, let me share my screen. Let me see. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. I have two different charts. Here is what I was talking about.
Uh.
You see this OB?
Uh-huh.
This was the liquidity.
Yeah.
It took, and then it came to the OB, and then I went down for the low time frame.
Oh, this is yesterday. Okay. Oh, 2
Yeah,
days ago. Okay. Let's see.
yeah. And I was watching this price action.
Mhm.
I think I took some shorts here after it induced. See.
Mhm.
No, I think it was the buy here. I took the buy and then I was unsure and I closed the trade here somewhere. And buy just went.
It's a shame, man. I had the same buy.
Yeah.
I opened like 50 lot here, and then Funding Flip closed, man. That's
You had
why.
the same buy?
Yeah, same one. So yeah, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is the model I was talking about. You have constellation. So first of
Yeah.
all, you wait for some liquidity to be created, right? In this case, it's not lit cycle, it's not MSU, but just normal AMD. You have consolidation, price mitigating this one, mitigating high, mitigating low, just consolidation, right? Then you have manipulation into that OB, which was also Asian low. This is high time frame objective, which is money transfer. And then you had a break of structure, right? You can wait for internal or external, both are valid. So
Yeah.
that's your reasoning for trade. Of course, any buy here is very risky. But after this, zoom in a bit.
Zoom in?
Yeah. So after this, you would have this low as low of consolidation, this high. You don't know that in real time yet. But
No.
after you see this mitigation, you see there's another consolidation inside, then another one, right? The ranges are becoming smaller. So at the third consolidation, this is where all the consolidations are aligning and where price is most efficient. So you can just put a limit trade there, or you can just insta execute there. After that, the price broke. We had a break of structure, relevant break of structure. As you see, we already had delivery into buy side liquidity on high time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was expecting something like this. I was expecting something.
By the way, that low is weak low. That's why, yeah, that's exactly. Even though
I
we
was
have
expecting
liquidity,
another break, and then maybe something here, and then sell.
yeah. Okay.
So I was afraid of this whole setup, and then it just went all the way.
I mean, this can happen. You can also anticipate creation of weak lows and high lows, right? Because since we are bearish now, it will make sense to anticipate a weak low. Like it can reverse without taking liquidity during entry. But we already had liquidity during reversal, which would be this previous day low, accumulation, Asian range low, right? So, by the way, your trades are, I mean, your trades are fine, but your chats are weird.
My charts,
Yeah, it's like it's the colors and the POI.
yeah, everything. And something I look at too, I took this sell yesterday,
Yeah.
but it's in demo because funding pips is closed. I don't know if they're gonna come back. So I was looking at this. It took some high and some level here,
Mhm.
and then it order flow did some order flow. So I was expecting when the price come to 30 minutes OB, beautiful. And but I would love it to have like if this was the inducement and then it came to the OB. So now I'm expecting this to get taken out, maybe for the price to come
Yeah, it would
a
make
little
sense.
bit deeper here and then fall.
Yeah. Do we have news today?
So, what did he say?
Do we have news today?
I don't know. Let me check.
Oh, we have PPI.
Huh?
Okay. I don't think it's gonna get taken out.
You think it's gonna go down?
I wouldn't be surprised if it went down now. I have a sell at top, and I have 2 sells.
Okay.
This
But some of
transaction
your
is
trades,
huh?
some of your trades were crazy. The entries I saw
Yeah.
you took last week.
Yeah, but again, you see, it's everything, it's the same, right? Same thing that I show you. There's
But
nothing real.
sometimes you enter before the 15 minutes.
Oh yeah,
When
so
I see,
those are the extensions that you see, that M1, M5, maybe it's M5 OB rejection. But last week I was a bit busy, so I just entered without confirmation. I see liquidity taken out. Then I wait for one more confluence from the left. It can be a VG fill, it can be OB. I just insta-enter and put some 6 pip stop loss. I'm fine.
so my question here is are we bullish or are we bearish? Because when you look at weekly, we are obviously bullish
You
because
think
we
weekly
have.
is bullish?
Yeah, I think it's bullish for now because I'm looking at it like this.
I'm waiting for this, honestly.
You see this? And we
Yeah.
took the last lower high, the inducement liquidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can come. Let's go to daily. I think we can come somewhere here.
Somewhere here. Where?
So we can come to here, or maybe take this one too, and then fall.
Wait, I
That's
don't see
why
this.
I don't know if I'm bullish or bearish.
Okay.
Or should I look at it differently?
I mean, you're trying to tell something that's gonna happen in 3 months. That's fortune telling a bit. But because
So how do you go about it when you see the weekly? Because
for now
weekly,
I'm very bearish.
so
But
how? Why?
this guy will be taken out probably. But that's too far. You know, you don't need to know this to trade intraday or intra-week.
What do
If
I need to know? Because I'm an intraday
you
trader. I
just
don't trade I don't hold trades over the day.
Oh, so you don't hold trades overnight.
No, I don't, because
Okay,
I
then
want
you
to
don't need to
and when I'm funded, I don't want to hold it. I just want to trade in, and then when the session is over or before the day is over, I'm out.
okay, then you don't need to know weekly. It doesn't matter for you.
So I start my trade analysis from daily
Of
or
course,
4 hour.
of course, when we take weekly time frame, like this week, like this time, of course, you know that you have a super nice day coming in. But
Okay.
of course, when price is like in the middle here, this is like 50-50 scenario, okay? This guy can be a trap and it's most likely a trap, but we just created a weak low. So if we go bullish first, we'll actually be bearish long term. If we go bearish first, what does it mean for us? That we'll have huge momentum down since we are just building up now. So we have a momentum to break out of that breakup, out of that buildup. You mitigate something in extreme, you wait for some liquidity to be created, take it out, and then you swing by. And then you don't know. Maybe it's just a pullback on daily, or maybe we are bullish on weekly, but that's none of your concern, right? You trade intraday.
Okay, so
So
let's say
you have to wait for price to develop a bit.
okay, so let's say I come to the charts here, and I'm a intraday trader. Which
Yeah.
time frame do I start with? 4 hour or daily?
You look at why do you have 6 hours and 8 hours? You go to daily and you check, okay?
Okay, let's go
If
to
you are
daily.
intraday trader, it's a bit tricky because you must have an ability to know when a good day is coming.
So you have to
And
go
that's
to
why you go to daily,
the
because
yeah.
if you know that, okay, so let's say you spawn here, the day starts here, and in this day, right? Like it's in the middle of nowhere, you're just inside of a trap, and that day can buy, that day can sell in to take out a trap. So that's a bad day, of course. And then it depends on sessions and whatever happens.
You see,
But
that's my problem because I start from here. I start already from here to see everything. I cannot just focus on this side. You
yeah,
understand? I
yeah,
focus from
so that's your
I see
another problem. I see your charts, but I
yeah.
don't know, your POIs work for some reason, so do they? Like, how often do your POIs work? I see every time you post it, it works. It's crazy.
Yeah, it works because I'm looking for POI that has liquidity. It has to make sense. Let me explain. For example, if I need to look at this price action, I need to see from the left what happens. Like if this low have taken something, let's say it took this one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there I start to do as you taught, to look for EPA and let me just analyze and show you. Here we have price efficiency, right? From here,
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
break efficient, and then price break here. Okay, and then it took off. And what I asked myself is, I took this 50%. And I put it there. You see how I'm thinking? And this is the daily, right? And I can see that this is taken.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. This is exactly why we are looking at the right, because
Yeah.
you cannot know if it's gonna react or not in real time. I cannot tell you with 100% accuracy. If
Yeah,
price
yeah.
will continue like this in real time, and the channel will continue up to hill here, then you are 99% sure that this will happen, right? To line up with the
Yeah,
momentum.
but you asked me about my
Yeah,
POI,
I know.
and then I have
I mean, it's good. Your POIs are good, but sometimes I see you just miss last week when
trades here.
no, not trades. And let's say last week or 2 weeks ago, we had this buy. And before you knew, or before you look at what happened here, you had a clear signal that we are going to get a reversal, or at least a high time frame pullback, right? Here you had
Yeah.
something like this on H4. That's a signal to look at something on the left. And we did have something on the left. You missed that. And now all your POIs that you marked out here, I don't know if you entered or not, but you had like
Yes,
4
I entered.
POIs,
It was a
and every time you enter, you just get stopped out. So that's
Yes.
why we are looking at the right as well, because price was moving like this, just like this, and you are taking sells.
Yeah.
You see? And if I see this in real time, I just take buys. There's no way price is just gonna sell. If price wants to sell, it will have something like this, then get out, and then usually it even slows down, and then it creates some reversal model. But nothing of that happened. It was just a clear uptrend, and you're just taking sells. So that's your biggest problem now. If you solve this, then you're gonna be cooking. Like your POS or your strong point.
So I
Yeah,
have to look at
POS
the
or strong.
projection to the
Yeah.
right.
So now what I do in your place, just sit down, backtest, but just focus on this. You don't have to backtest to take trades, okay? I don't even do that. Like you backtest to just watch the chart, or you work on your weaknesses. And that's what you should focus on. Like what you can do is you can try to take reversals, of course, in backtest, not in live, not unfunded. But you can try to take reversals just based on what's on the right. And then you mix it with what's on the left after you get good at this. And you're Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
Thank you.
So, Karim, are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, why is your mic so quiet?
Can you hear me like this?
Still quiet. Okay, you can share a screen. Let's see what's happening.
Should I stop sharing or is it already off? Okay.
Can you see my screen like this?
Oh, no.
Okay, that means Abdurrahman have to stop sharing.
Haven't I stopped sharing?
Okay, don't worry, I'm on it already. I'm on it already.
Okay. Yeah, we can see.
Okay. Now my biggest problem is higher time frame buyers. For example, Abdurrahman said something like that also. For example, we are on weekly sales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So now we hit on dailies liquidity, right? So now this daily buys, I want to know like how long is it going to take until the sales continue to like how will the buys, how long are we going to keep on looking for buys until we start to look for sales again? Because overall we are selling, but for a short time we are buying. So now how long is the buys going to hold? Is it once it takes something out on the 4 hours, it takes something out on the 1 hour or something? I want to just know the reason. Because for example, all this side I'm selling.
Yeah.
I was buying all this side because of this side. So now I expected the sales around here.
Yeah.
But I was not sure if the sales was going to hold. Because we are in higher time frame EPA. But I was not sure the sales was going to hold. So I did not take trade like from this point to this level here. There was no trade for me.
Okay.
Because I was very unsure of it.
Look, high time frame bias is the hardest thing. It's the last thing that you can generalize. Like what you ask me what it's gonna take or where it's gonna reverse. It's like every scenario is a bit different. Okay, let me think a bit. So what are you thinking now on high time frame? Or what do you think is happening?
From my own view, why I'm saying is like, I think I marked something here. Like, okay, nothing here. For me, we are daily EPA, right? We are daily EPA. This was the last buy to sell inducements, buy to sell, buy to sell, buy to sell. Then and they're all connected. So we are in EPA level already. So now we can buy here. So now at this point, I'll ask myself if we can if we will sell now, we can sell here, right? Now
You can't.
I'll ask myself if we can sell. That's if it gives me liquidity around there, then I can sell. If not, I'll be looking for this side high to be taken out before I'll be looking for my sales to go on. That's just
Okay,
my own.
that's correct thinking. Okay, actually, if you don't know how to work with bias, you can try to hedge. That's what
Okay.
A lot of do you trade swing or today or
I did trade.
Huh?
I trade daily. I
Da-
did trade.
daily? What time frame do you execute on?
15 minutes, 5 minutes mostly.
15 minutes and 15. And do you hold overnight?
No.
No, you don't?
No.
Okay,
I'm trading.
then that's your answer. You don't need your high time bias that much. Your high, yeah. You just
When you
trade because inside those high time frame moves, you have small intraday moves. But this move is irrelevant for you, right? If there's gonna be a sell here, you'll have your confirmation for sell. If there's a sell buy here, it's a confirmation of buy. Like a high time bias is just important if you swing trade. There's nothing
But
to do
that's
with
where
you.
I get confused, Mylan. You say it's irrelevant, but the higher time frame is stronger than the lower time frame. So even if
Exactly.
you're an intraday trader, you need the higher time frame.
Like you need it for the big move.
For no, not for the trade, but for reference, where you can get some maybe strong reaction from. For example, here,
Strong
the
reaction
way
is
he
your high time frame level, but you don't need high time frame bias. That level will give you enough reaction for the whole day. And you don't care about if it's gonna be a swing or if it's gonna be a daily pullback because you close anyway.
okay.
Or
Okay, I'll work on it.
what's the main problem? Okay, just write it
The
down.
main question is let me explain for you now on the screen. The price took liquidity here, okay,
Yeah,
on daily.
okay.
It's mitigated here, okay.
Mhm.
And now what I see is price is bullish until this one is taken.
Okay.
So for me, it's whatever it does is bullish. And when this is taken, I know it can go down again. And then I'm looking for sells with confirmation.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
You're
No,
not
you're
wrong.
not.
If that's your bias, then if you get your lower time frame confirmation, what time frame do you trade? M5, M1? Then you just take
M1.
it. Then you just trade towards your bias. But okay, I'll prepare something next time for a high time frame bias.
Because I have this handicap from different courses, the top-down analysis. You understand?
Uh-huh.
So every time I want to know everything, high time frame, lower time frame, everything. That's my biggest problem.
That's my biggest problem because doing my back test,
Mhm.
if I'm back testing and I notice that, for example,
If you're back
I'm
testing,
losing, yeah. If I'm losing 2 times at a row, then if I should look to the left, I'll notice that price up it's a higher time frame bias. So, for example, I may be buying during the back test, so and I'm losing the buys. Then I notice that price up already it's a something on the lower time frame. Instead of me to be buying, I should have been selling. So if it's entry is not a problem because from the entries are almost accurate most of the time.
Mhm.
But if my bias is wrong, most of the time I'll be losing trades. That's just the biggest problem. That bias is the problem for me.
Okay, write it. We'll solve it in one-to-one. I'll prepare something for you.
For me, the entries is everything. Even if I'm wrong on the bias, my entries are they give me some kind of reaction, so I can go to break even.
Mhm.
But the bias, I'm so focused on the bias and get that move for the day, the push. And if I don't get that push, it messed with me. You understand?
What?
If I don't get the bias right, it messed with my head psychologically.
How does it mess with your head?
Because my analysis, I have to do it over again and see where I went wrong with the bias.
Oh, okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I said?
Yeah. I'm thinking now. It messed with
I'm
my
thinking
head.
like this. If, for example, if this was my analysis and my bias is for it to come here and then go down. If it went down here, I'll go to the lower time frame and check what happened and to see if it's gonna go all the way there. But I'm not gonna take the trade all the way there, as you said. But even though I'm not gonna trade and hold the trade, I wanna know, is it gonna go there? And that's wrong thinking because I don't need to know because I'm a day trader.
Okay, that's wrong thinking. You're not in trouble. I'm thinking if you if you need to know, but you said you don't need to know. What am I supposed to say? Okay, Karim, for you, we'll do a back test in a round one, and I wanna see how you define your bias. And Darut, are you Darut?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is more like psychology issue than technical issue.
You just want to know what?
This is more like a psychology issue than a technical issue. I cannot
Yeah.
help it there.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, I'll try to prepare something for you as well.
Okay.
So before we end this, do we have any questions?
Mm,
No, not
no.
really. Not really on my side.
Regarding any price action or day or whatever. Okay, if not, then I'll post in the group as well. And we'll start our one-to-ones on Monday.
When? Tomorrow?
On Monday. We'll do it the whole next week. So whenever someone
Okay.
finishes and I see they're Gucci, they'll go in the group. Okay. Have a nice day.